What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. So we're continuing on playing this Zygarde team that Carl ended up building for us. The team's been really fun this week. I'm excited to get in and play some more games with it, so let's do that. In the meantime, while we get set up here, I do want to apologize. I have construction going on outside my apartment. They're fixing my parking lot, so if there is unnecessary background noise today, that is why, and I'm apologizing in advance for that if it is an issue. So let's get to it, see what we can do. Hopefully have a few more games like that third game on Thursday this week. So let's get to it and get paired up here. Cresselia, Kyogre, Heatran, Nidoking, Hydreigon, and Zapdos. This is really interesting. So they actually have some pretty decent answers to what normally would be big threats to Kyogre with like Rillaboom and stuff, but Rillaboom and Elegy having Nidoking and Heatran here really do apply some like decent pressure. I think Zygarde is really useful here, especially if we can get rid of the Hydreigon. So I'm leaning towards like Swampert, Aegislash. Actually, what if we do like Aegislash Bulu up front with Swampert and Zygarde in the back? I think leaving the two fire types at home in face of Kyogre and Heatran seems pretty okay. So let's get to it. Game number 1 coming right up, people. Let's see what we can do today. I'm excited. I've enjoyed playing this team. Hopefully we can actually do some Zygarde things today and pop off with them. So it is going to be Kyogre, Zapdos up front here. Okay. I think this is a fine lead for us. Bulu obviously does not like Zapdos, but I think that's kind of fine. Because we can go... We can pop out here and go into... Probably just Swampert, and Aegislash can go for a Gyro Ball, I guess. Gyro Ball doesn't seem all that great, so we could just click Wide Guard just to show it and go into Swampert here. Just to see what our opponent does. They're going to withdraw Kyogre. They're going to go into Hydreigon here. That's pretty alright by me. We're, of course, going to keep Bulu nice and healthy, so we're going to go into Swampert, which is actually a really good check to both of these things. We're going to show off Wide Guard, and they are just going to Hurricane into my Swampert. Okay. Man, that still does a good chunk, and they get the confusion, so that's not great. So I think if we hit ourselves, we are getting KO'd here. So we can go for a Gyro Ball into the Hydreigon. And we can go for... And just go for a Scald into the Zapdos. And they're going to Dark Pulse, presumably... Oh, I was actually expecting that to go into Aegislash. And the double up here is going to take Swampert out. That's okay, I think. Like, the double up there plays around like Bulu switching back in. I wonder how much this Gyro Ball is going to do to Hydreigon here. Pretty sizable chunk, all things considered. So now we can go into Zygarde. They could be Scarf Hydreigon. Is Hydreigon naturally faster than Zapdos? Let's see. 98 versus Zapdos is 100. So yeah, it's actually Scarf. Or they're not max speed on... I'm going to go for a King Shield here. And I think just going for a Coil is fine. So they are either Scarf or they're not max speed Zapdos. Yep, this is there's a Dark Pulse into Aegislash. There's a Hurricane into Zygarde. Does a very sizable chunk, but that's actually fine because that's gonna put us in Power Construct mode. And get a little bit of recovery all around. Oh, that's actually really unfortunate. It's just enough to keep us out of range. But we can go... Man, I just do not have an answer to this Zapdos. It's just going to completely body us. I just don't have a good answer to it. I think we're going to have to hit the Hydreigon, take it out, and just protect here. Try to stall out the rain so we can get a Hurricane. Like, so they can't get off a Hurricane, I guess. But I don't feel comfortable about this so far. Yep, there's the Hurricane into Zygarde. And they get the flinch. Alright, well, I think that's probably going to do it. Because we go down to Hurricane, we go down to Dark Pulse. Bulu doesn't line up particularly great here. I mean, I guess we can switch Bulu in for Aegislash. Like, Zygarde just isn't going to do anything. It just gets KO'd here by another Hurricane. So what could we have done differently to play around Zapdos? And they're just going to double into Zygarde appropriately. Yeah, GG opponent, GG. Because I don't think there's a way we get back into this game. I think had we been able to get Power Construct there, it could have been a different story, but unfortunately, just was not enough. So we'll send back out Aegislash, and then we'll go ahead and concede here. And just did not have an answer to Zapdos here. What is our actual Zapdos answer? Like, I honestly think we're real weak to it. Like, Volcarona doesn't line up particularly well, especially when they're backing it up with Kyogre, so we can't just fire off big overheats into it. Ensign doesn't seem that good into it, so I just think we're a little weak to Zapdos, and I think that's fine. It's not overly popular right now, so having a niche mon like Zapdos be a downside to it is not that big of a deal. Especially, like, it's Zapdos with Kyogre, so they can just fire off Hurricanes. But it is what it is. You know, this is why we play multiple games a day, right? See if we can get paired up here for another one and actually have a good battle and not just a complete one-sided slaughtering like that last one was. Alright, alright, alright. What do we got? Zacian, Tornadus, Ensign, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Dracovish. Well, fast Dracovish is not what I really want to see. Man, if Swampert was, like, water absorb, like, any, like, Storm Drain Gastrodon here, this Dracovish would be trivial to deal with. Unfortunately, that's not the case, so we're just going to be really reliant on, like, Incineroar to get off good Intimidates into it. I think Aegislash actually lines up pretty well. I think Volcarona looks great. Ensign looks great. And then I think I like Zygarde. I think I like leaving Swampert at home since they do have Rillaboom here. Bulu doesn't look overly appealing, to be 100% honest. Yeah, we'll just bring Zygarde here. I think this is fine. I think we're doing A-okay. This is definitely Dark Urshifu on their side, so it's going to be a slight problem for Aegislash. So that might be a reason we want, we would want, Bulu instead. But they could also just be, like, spec to have Poison Jab to deal with, like, Rillaboom. And it's going to be Dracovish Rillaboom up front. Okay. Well, this Intimidate's really good for us. And I think the play I like is just going for a Gyro Ball into the Dracovish, just because I know it's going to be fast. Rillaboom is faster than my Incineroar here, not really surprised by that. Yeah, we'll just fire off this into the Dracovish. They're probably banned on their team if I was to bet, just because they do have... Man, I don't have a good switch into Fishious Rend. My best switch in is on the field. And it's not great. I think doubling out and going into Zygarde here is fine. They are staying in. And it's going to be Fake Out into Zygarde. And a Fishious Rend into it as well. Sizable chunk. I think that's going to put us just outside of Power Construct again. Did approximately nothing. That being said, we can get a Coil off here and switch into Incineroar. And I think we're in an okay position. Like, because we're going to get this Intimidate off, we're going to be able to live another Fishious Rend. So I think this is all fine and dandy. Let's see what our opponent's going to go for. It could be Grassy Glide plus Fishious Rend into Zygarde, and that could be a big problem. But I think getting another Intimidate off on both of these Mons means that we should be able to live the double up here into Zygarde. They're going to withdraw Rillaboom, that's good for us. They're going to bring out their own Incineroar. And get that Intimidate off, that's completely fine. Zygarde's switching out anyway. I mean, Aegislash is switching out anyway. Which means we're going to be able to intimidate their Incineroar, which is really good for us. Dracovish should be faster, right? Yep. That's a Fishious Rend. We live that. Barely, but we live it. We get the Coil off. I get a little bit recovery all around. So I think this turn I like going for Fake Out into the Dracovish and going for 1,000 arrows. I also could see I could see Incin going for a Fake Out into Zygarde. So maybe we just Parting Shot off the Dracovish. We could also just Darkest Lariat into it. And I think they're going to... Fake Out into Zygarde, so I'm just going to Protect. Okay. They go for the withdrawal. They're going to send out Rillaboom. Oh, yeah, nice. Nice play. Is that a crit? No? Just a -2 Fishious Rend just OHKOs my Incineroar. Well, that's real rough. Because I don't think we have an answer to the Dracovish now. I mean, they're probably just Scarf, right? And I guess Volcarona, and we can go for... I don't know, I guess... I think we protect Volcarona this turn, and we just 1,000 Arrows. And hope this is enough. I don't think it's going to be enough, but... Especially since Dracovish is basically back at full HP, and we're at neutral. Yep, they fake out the Zygarde. And Fishious Rend into Volcarona. Okay. I think this is fine. Zygarde's going to get a bunch of recovery here, thanks to terrain and to lefties. It's like, we're definitely not in Fishious Rend KO range anymore. So I think we Rage Powder. And we get another... do I want to coil? I think I just need to attack. I think I just need to start attacking this Dracovish. If they're going to withdraw, they're going to go into Incineroar. Intimidate down my Zygarde. Now we're at -1. I debated going for a coil here, but I think just getting some chip damage is better. And since we Rage Powdered, Fishious Rend is not going to do a ton. We've seen how it one-shot Incineroar. Volcarona actually lives. Only because we moved first. Which, interestingly, we live another one. 1,000 Arrows does approximately 0 damage. And now they're going to be able to just swap out Incin again. I think we need to just set up coils. Like, their entire team is physical, so even just getting the defense boost here is good for us. Grassy terrain is now over. That's fine. We will... I'm going to swap into Aegislash here, and I'm going to set up a coil. If they have Zacian in the back, I think Zygarde is just like... It has to be the best thing we can do. So I think getting to a pretty high defense here is really ideal for us. Like, obviously, being able to get the attack boost is also good, but I think the real thing we're worried about here is being able to... They're going to withdraw Dracovish. Interesting. They're going to bring out Rillaboom. Okay. I mean, that's fine. The downside to that is now our Intimidates on the Dracovish are both gone. Yep, fake out into Zygarde. Okay. Oh, we get even more recovery now, so that's fine. I think we're going to... I could King Shield anticipating a Flare Blitz into Aegislash. I'll go for a King Shield. And I really just want to coil. Please let me coil. Yep, they fake out into Zygarde. They're going to Parting Shot into Aegislash. That's also fine. Like, they're going to bring back out the Vish, I'm assuming. Or do they just go into Zacian now because they can get a another Intimidate off, and I'm not going to be able to outcoil them at this point. Since they're just going to constantly be able to have a fake out Mon on the field. Like, I need to be able to do damage. Oh, they don't even have Zacian, they have Urshifu. Well, that's even worse for us because that means our defense boosts don't do anything. So, So I need to get rid of that Urshifu really badly. So I'm going to go into Volcarona. And I'm going to... I mean, they just withdraw Rillaboom now. I think we 1,000 arrows this turn. It's going to do a little more chip on the Ensign. They staying in with Rillaboom? Yeah, this is going to be Wicked Blow, presumably, into Volcarona. I don't know how we win this game, guys. I'm not going to lie to y'all. They just wood hammering? No, they're going to U-turn. Yeah, I'm pretty dead here, I think. Man, positioning with Zygarde I feel like is really difficult. I have enjoyed playing this team, but I do not think I have succeeded playing it at all. And I definitely think that is on me and not Carl for building this. Like, sure, we're back to full HP, but I'm never going to be able to, like, get anywhere because they have this Urshifu to pressure us. I don't think we can win this game. Like, it doesn't matter what I click with Aegislash, we go down here. I guess we just Gyro Ball the Urshifu, and we can go for a Coil, I guess, but I don't see how we win this game. Oh, and they have Ice Fang. Great. They also have Ice Fang and they get the freeze, of course. Why wouldn't they get the freeze, guys? Why wouldn't they get the freeze? And now they're locked into Ice Fang, so there's like a 0% chance we can win this game. Great! Love it. Love it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and concede. I don't think we can reasonably win this game. I think we have sat around and did a whole lot of nothing this game. And I think that does not make for very good content, so we're just going to move on. It's like, sure, we can stall out their Sucker Punch BP, but at the same time, it doesn't accomplish anything. Urshifu is just going to be able to... The double up into Zygarde is just going to be enough to pick it up, I think. Citrus Berry, Chople Ensign. It's weird, but okay. Obviously, it's... having U-turn is going to be Assault Vest, Focus Sash, Urshifu, Choice Scarf, Dracovish, yep. Yep. Nothing out of the ordinary there, but... Can we please get a win today? That's all I want, guys. I just want one win to cap off this game, this team. I just have not played exceptionally well with this team, and that is... it really is on me. I think this team is exceptionally good. That's why Carl's been able to have what success with it he has, but it is not a team for me, and that's really unfortunate. It's all about pivoting and making reads early and often, and I am able to play those kind of teams, but this one I just feel like is missing something for me, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Like, that first game, we just literally were not going to be able to answer Zapdos ever. And that second game, they were just able to pivot consistently in a way that we were going to not be able to apply pressure to them. So, Ensign Rillaboom is so annoying to play against, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Dark Urshifu, obviously. Togekiss, Eliki, and of course Kyogre to round it all out. Like, Ensign doesn't do anything really here. Like, sure, we can intimidate their Ensign and Rillaboom, but again, they just want to constantly pivot in and out, so I don't think that's the game we want to play. Volcarona looks fine if you ignore the fact that there's a Kyogre on their side. So I think this is like Aegislash Bulu up front with Swampert Zygarde in the back. I don't think they bring Eliki just because we have multiple ground types. So I don't think that's an actual factor we have to worry about. It's probably going to be Ensign so they can just consistently intimidate down my Zygarde. It's going to be Rillaboom, Kyogre. Okay. We could see an Ice Beam come out from the Kyogre here. Like, this could be Fake Out plus Ice Beam into Bulu. So I think I'm just going to Gyro Ball into the Rillaboom and go for a Protect this turn. They could they could switch Rillaboom out into Ensign. Nope, they're just going to stay in. Okay. Yep. Show me Ice Beam. No, it is just Water Spout. You're going to Water Spout in front of my Aegislash? Interesting. Interesting. So now we click Wide Guard this turn, and we Horn Leech into their Kyogre. Maybe they don't realize that Aegislash gets Wide Guard, so they just went for it anyway. Now they Ice Beam. Nice. Nice play, opponent. And that's going to pick up my Aegislash. The good news is we're going to be able to get a bit of recovery back here on their Life Orb Rillaboom. I actually didn't notice that last turn. Oh, we just one-shot their Kyogre. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Okay. So I'm going to bring out Zygarde here. I'm going to go for Protect and Whirlwind out the Rillaboom, I think. Yeah, they're going to bring out Togekiss, which is not actually that great for us right now. Seeing how we have two Mons that get hit by it pretty effectively. But I do think going for Protect and going for a Whirlwind on the Rillaboom is our best play here. Just get it off the field. Because I think this is going to be a knockoff into my Zygarde. Oh, they go for Yawn. Interesting. And a knockoff. Okay. Goodbye. Who's your last? Urshifu. Okay. I actually feel okay about this. Because now I can go... Kind of want to just... I think they switch Urshifu out, so I'm just going to go for the Iron Tail here. And... Swampert in the back. If we deal with... Like, this is one of the problems is we kind of are weak to Rillaboom now. I think we just Horn Leech into the Urshifu and hope they stay in. Could go for like a Sucker Punch. No, they're just gonna Wicked Blow my Zygarde. Okay. Does a chunk. I missed the Iron Tail though, so Dazzling Gleam probably picks up Zygarde. That's unfortunate. And that does a sizable chunk there too, and now Bulu's back to full. Problem is we don't have an answer to the Rillaboom. I don't really have a solid answer to this Togekiss either. Like, I can just Icy Wind it down, I guess, and then go for, like, Scalds. We'll click Icy Wind this turn, and I think they protect or they switch out the Urshifu. I'm going to protect Bulu this turn. No, they don't switch out. Interesting. They're just going to Wicked Blow my Swampert. Takes it like a champ. I'm going to go for an Air Slash into Bulu. Connect both. Okay, that's really good. So this is going to be really important. Does Bulu outspeed Urshifu now? Probably not. Nope, not quite. He still outspeed Swampert. Swampert is back above full now. Oh, Bulu's at full HP. Well, that's awkward. I think they Sucker Punch my Swampert. So I think my play is I'm going to Scald into the Togekiss. I'm going to Horn Leech into the Urshifu here. I think they could switch out this turn. No, they just protect. Okay. That's kind of fine, actually. Air Slash is going to do a chunk. But not enough. They get the flinch, but that's fine. We get the burn, that's really good. And they're going to eat citrus. Okay. I'm going to click Icy Wind again, and I'm going to... Man, I really need to get some good recovery here, but I don't think that's going to be able to happen. I think actually our best bet is to Scald into the Togekiss and Horn Leech into the Urshifu. Wicked Blow into Swampert. And that is enough. It was a roll. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Because we're dead to Air Slash here. Yep. GG, opponent. Well, guys, I didn't do this team justice. I did not do this team justice this week. I think this team's really well put together, and I was just not able to capitalize and play it to an efficient level like Carl was. So we'll throw up this rental code one more time. Go pick it up. This team really is very well put together, and it really is a phenomenal team. So make sure you get it while it's still available. Carl, thank you so much for putting this together for me, bud. And sorry I'm not able to do your team justice for you, but that is going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back next week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one. Peace.